What's going on, guys? It's Luke here. Going to run through this trade recap really quick. We had a break-even day. We had one trade on NQ and one trade on ES. Really wasn't a fan of price action today at all. If you did catch the move down, that would have been great. You know what I mean? There was continuations lower. There definitely were some setups, but we ended up catching a small gamble loss. Like, honestly, it was just an eval trade, and then we ended up taking a proper win after that, but we didn't end up hitting full take profit. I'll get into that, though. So first things first, we started on NQ. Price off the open just ripped down, ended up just flooding to the downside, and at this point it was either one of two things: we either catch a reversal or we see continuations lower. So I kept marking out lower draws on liquidity. We ended up seeing these draws all the way down here, and at that point I just figured ES was gonna run for the previous week's low because NQ had already taken it out coming into the session. I said we had an SMT, but I figured at that point that ES was probably gonna run for that low. So from there, price ends up flooding down. And around this time, this was at 9:55. I think this was around the time. Yeah. So at this time, ES had just swept out the previous week's low. So I figured maybe we'd get some type of reversal. So I ended up just hopping down to like the minute and the 30-second and tried a reversal. This was, again, eval trade. This was just a gamble. Like, I don't take trades like this unfunded. And I ended up just taking a quick entry. I can't remember the exact entry. I have both trades recorded. I'm pretty sure. I know I have the second one recorded for sure. I don't know if the first one recorded 100%. I gotta go double check, but I'll post those in the Discord. I'll post the clips later. I'll post screenshots in the Discord. And anyway, ended up taking an entry here, trying to catch equilibrium from the push, just to try to catch a relief bounce, and I didn't manage the trade. Ended up getting stopped out on that, but again, that was fine. That was just a eval trade. I didn't really care. From there, price ends up flooding down, continuing to flood down. And what I noticed, even though we swept out the previous week's low, I seen that we had on ES these draws lower. We had this 4-hour swing low over here, and then we had this hourly low over here. So what I seen on ES was it was respecting this 5-minute bearish FEG right here. We wicked into it, and from here I was kind of looking for continuation shorts down, just because I felt like if we could inverse this gap, then I would look for longs. But if we wanted to continue to maintain bearish order flow, I was going to look to continue for shorts down, right? So I scaled down to the 4, the 3, the 2 minute, and then finally we ended up finding a 2 minute inverted fair value gap right here. We had this small little 2 minute FEG get run through, entered on this breakout candle right here at 10:04, stops above the inverse, and I targeted first take profit was those hourly lows, took off half, so I only entered with 2 cons, 1 con off here. Moved my stop to break even. We got super close to take profit. I should have just closed it out here, but I didn't. And the rest got stopped out break even. And then it ended up actually stopping us out break even and then running perfectly down. So it's unfortunate, but we ended up making back that. Well, that was an eval trade, but anyway, we still ended up taking a win after that. So I consider that pretty much a break even day. And this one was unfunded and eval. The other one was just an eval trade. So it's actually a profitable day. But anyway, I think there was another setup on NQ you could have taken. Again, this 5-minute continuation off this gap right here would have been decent too. I wanted to get in here. I just didn't see the entry in time. You could have entered here on this 2-minute candle right here at 10:26 and rode that one down. But the entries on NQ, I think, were pretty similar. We tapped into this 5-minute gap right here, and then you could have entered again on these breakout candles or whatever. I think there was another one over here. Yeah, you could have entered off this continuation here or this continuation here and rolled that down. Again, I just went for the ES one in this case. Again, we tapped into this 5-minute gap. We take the 2-minute inverse to the downside right here on this 10:04 candle, and we target the hourly low and the 4-hour low. Continuations lower, or if you caught the move down, were pretty much the ways to go in this market. But yeah, quick trade recap today. Again, in the Discord, talk about when I take these trades, weekly or pre-market analysis every single day, where I talk about the levels I'm looking at, all that stuff. So if you guys want to join, it's in the pinned comment in the description. But that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. Quick one today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check the links in my description for mentorship and join the free Discord. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.